The polar bear, the world's biggest land predator, is and has been on the verge of extinction. The reason? Climate change and global warming. Hi, my name is Brad Larson, and I'm here to tell you about global warming and climate change. And with me today, I have a bear, and you will find out why later on in the speech. Climate change and global warming has been part of the Earth since there's been life on it. It's been through many ice ages, heat waves, and many other formalities. But the Earth's surface temperature is continuing to get hotter. And this is due to Earth's natural carbon cycle and humans. If temperatures keep growing like they are, we will lose all of the Arctic sea ice. This will kill many sea, land, and air animals. And this is because of the animals' food source is going to have to move, or it's going to die because of the changes being made. Because of this, it is important for humans to do their part and reduce the amounts of fossil fuels and gases being emitted into our atmosphere. But if humans don't do anything to reduce emissions into our atmosphere, there will be consequences. Today I will talk to you about climate change, global warming, and how it is affecting animals as well as us, and what humans need to do to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases being emitted into our atmosphere. Climate change and global warming. Climate change is the change of weather in a specific region or area, and global warming is the global climate as a whole. Global warming is a cause of climate change. So, as temperatures start to grow, different areas of the world are being affected. Take Antarctica, for example. With the ice caps reducing in size, the temperature is getting warmer, making ice appear less and less each year. This leads me to discuss my next topic. Global warming and climate change affects everyone. And because of this, animals are going to experience extinction. This is happening because of changes in climates that are happening at much faster rates than normal due to excessive amounts of CO2 and other gases being emitted into the atmosphere. This brings me into my friend Bear. This isn't a polar bear, but let's pretend it is. The polar bear's hunting ground, the sea ice, is disappearing. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, over the past 3 decades, the oldest and the thickest ice in the Arctic has disappeared over 95%. This is important because ice that is newer and thinner is easier to melt. Which brings me to global warming affects our health and communities. This is because as temperatures rise, there are many effects on the weather. Natural disasters and air quality is affected as well. Areas are getting drier and more prone to fires. Fire season is getting longer and more damaging than ever. Hurricanes are getting stronger and more dangerous because of these changes in the weather as well. And rising temperatures will lead to increased air pollution, affecting our air quality, and people are going to get sick, and people that already need inhalers are going to be able to breathe. With all of these occurrences happening, it makes a need for change, leading into the need for change. A decreased amount of fossil fuels being emitted is something we need to do. We do this by reducing our electrical demands, such as turning off lights or switching over to more efficient appliances. We also need to start using alternative transportation. Cars emit a lot of fossil fuel emissions into the atmosphere. So we can start taking the bus or the city train or even riding a bike or walking. We also need to use alternative energy sources such as solar power or wind power. You can use solar panels on your house, and this is, in the long run, will save the planet. We also need to be more conservative and aware of what's going on in the world. The more people that get involved, the more change that is going to happen. When people are aware of how each and every one of us is affecting our planet, we can start holding ourselves accountable. After going over what climate change and global warming is, how it is occurring, and who it is affecting, it is clear to see that we have an obligation to help reduce these effects as much as we can. There's a need for change, both on small and big levels. And if humans don't do anything to help reduce the amount of emissions going into our atmosphere, many animals will go extinct, and we will also be affected, whether it be from a natural disaster or bad air quality. We need change, and we need it now. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.